training up after a heart attack safely, talk to your doctor, talk to your PT if you have one, cardiologist, definitely. Number one, I would highly recommend any client that I had after any heart issues was to use a heart rate monitor, big time, just to keep track of what's going on. I'm totally not sure what the issue was or anything like that, but maybe certain exercises, blood pressure and stuff might be, contraindicated. Like I said, I'm not the best person to really ask because I'm not a doctor. But if the doctor cleared you and stuff like that, I mean, I love going for people for like walks and hikes and stuff. Obviously with other friends and people, so not alone if something were to happen. Some of the exercise that's popular out nowadays might be super, super intense. I guess it would just depend on what you're used to. Wait, why are you here? I'm not sure, because are you happy? If you be happy now, ask a question that could be possible. If it's pertaining to kettlebell or training or anything like that, maybe nutrition, stress management, that could be why you're here, to get answers. But that's a great question. I don't know why you're here. Anybody have any questions on kettlebell strength, on kettlebell sport? Possibly recuperation techniques, recovery, breathing, focus, time management, all that stuff. Training at home versus training in a gym. Some things I do, like I said, I'm at one of my businesses, and something that I like to do is while I'm sitting, I always have a tennis ball or a massage therapy ball that I can put right here behind my back, or be under the hamstrings. You can see, put that right down there, work on loosening up the hamstrings. That could be something. So you're making your time management. If you're sore from training or something like that, take care of yourself. While you have to do day-to-day stuff. Another thing is, if you're a kettlebell athlete and your grip is messed or something like that, you got to work on your forearms. Taking one of these and literally just rolling there, getting that wrist flexors to loosen up a little bit, work on some of that stuff. But you can literally just keep that ball right there on your desk, and that can be a help. That can be a helper. I spend a lot of time doing that. So let's see. Ooh, good question. Sam, what have I been playing on Switch? So that's my daughter's, but I'll definitely play it too. Actually, I mean, Breath of the Wild is awesome. Love Zelda. I always have. Let's see what she's got on here, actually, real quick. I'm actually going to pick up Paper Mario for her in just a couple hours. Let's see what's on here. Yeah, I think this is awesome. I'm not a huge gamer, but when I'm super sore and can't train or can't mountain bike or something, I'll play some video games or read books. I always read so much anyway, so I like to play some games. But let's see what's on here. She's got Luigi's Mansion 3. That's awesome. Breath of the Wild there. She plays Minecraft a lot. Oops, hold on. She likes, what? There we go. Let's see what she's got. Oh, that game's cool. Max, Curse of the Brotherhood. That was fun. Unraveled 2 is real cool. I started playing The Witcher, but it was too intense for me to get into it, so couldn't really get crazy. She's got Splatoon. She's 9, so it's fun. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Neo Maxim. I have 2 kettlebells and pull-up bar home. One's light 12 and one's heavy 32. I haven't trained 2 years. Oh, what would you make getting back into shape for GPP? Oh, you need to get my kettlebell fundamental program, STKB. Let's see. Yeah. But maybe, or if you just like repetitive stuff, maybe simple and sinister. I mean, you can even just do a GPP with that 12. You could do a lot of kettlebell sport, long cycle, snatch, something with the 12. You can do swings with your 32. I do 50 a day all the time, no matter what. 32 is good if you haven't trained in a while. Help build hip hinge tolerance and all that stuff. Pull-ups, pull-up bar. I don't know. I don't do a lot of pull-ups, but if you can see on the videos that I've just posted recently, my back is pretty big due to all the kettlebell stuff that I do. But I mean, there's plenty of stuff that you can do with a 12 and a 32. Turkish get-ups. I mean, that would be my main thing. Snatching. Do maybe like 5 snatches on each side into a Turkish get-up. So 5 snatches, Turkish get-up, and then the other side, 5 snatches, Turkish get-up. Do that for 10 minutes. Work your way up to doing 20 minutes of it. That'd be great for GPP. It's one of my favorite things to do. Trying to think. You could do. It's hard because you don't really have any middle or doubles. I love doing complexes with doubles. If you had another one, I'd get another 12. If you could, it shouldn't be too hard to find. But then you can do a lot of strength complex, or basically GPP complexes. GPP is not going to be based on strength. It's going to be based on muscle endurance / mobility / strength, conditioning, and stuff like that. People get caught up in just the lifting heavy all the time. I think that's silly. They end up getting hurt. I love to lift heavy, but I realize that I can't lift heavy all the time, and that's what allows me to continue to lift heavy. Just being smart with it. I'm trying to think, but yeah, I definitely enjoy that 20 minutes of 5 snatches into a Turkish get-up. You can get a lot of pulling, hip hinge, unilateral stuff. Yeah, throw some push-ups in there. You could do a kind of like I call them strength burpees, Kentucky burpees. That's where we're from. Is push up on a kettlebell, clean, jerk, switch sides. Do maybe 20 rounds of that, or 20 reps of that, and then move on. Let's see. Anybody else have some good stuff? Pull-ups. I don't know. Like I kind of like just doing a pull-up or here and there. If I do a whole bunch of pull-ups, I build like a whole lot, and just my shoulder ends up getting super tight. Okay, well that's a good one, and I like your name too. Lucifer's here. Let's see. When you think is the appropriate time to go up in weight kettlebells, what increments? I love kettlebells. I also have a gym, but even when I didn't have one, I like to go up in 2 kilogram increments because I think it's a smoother transition. When people have a hard time jumping from a 24 to a 28, it's because it's a big difference, especially if that's heavy to you. The smaller stuff, it's not too bad, but when you're going like heavier, it's definitely something. I don't know, like I just go by feel really. If I can do a ladder, I like doing 5 each side, 4 each side, 3 each side, 2 each side, 1 each side of clean and presses. If I can knock that out like 2 or 3 sets pretty easily of that, because that ends up being 15 clean and presses on each side, then I'm gonna definitely jump up in weight. Probably can jump up by 4 kilograms if it's not too heavy. But like I said, if it's up there and you're doing that with 24 or 32, you're probably not going to jump up to it would be more beneficial to jump up to by a 2 kilogram increment on that. But if you're just doing swings and you're rocking out a whole bunch of swings, you can jump up easily by a bell color, or if you're doing hard style bells. I really just think it's appropriate whenever you feel like you really just need a heavier kettlebell, especially if you're not, if it's not creating any problems in your joints and you can really do stuff. Just move on up. Cool. So big thank you for all the stuff you put out here on Instagram. Thank you, appreciate it. We have a lot of awesome people in our community, and only a couple people that say stupid comments about pointless stuff. You know, like, why is your hair that way, or why do you have tattoos, why do you wear a mask when you have a mandated, you know, things like that. So anyway, I appreciate all the people that are on our channel that are helping us out and allowing us to keep going and teaching kettlebells. Get some water real quick. All right, so if anybody, I'm at my other business right now. Speaking of recovery, I have a flotation tank business. And this is what we do. So, think tank flotation. It's great for taking some pressure off your joints. It's great for decreasing stress and anxiety. Especially now, everybody's all stressed out trying to adapt to what we're doing. If you look into flotation, here's another great book by James Nestor. It's Breathe, both. It's incredible. Like, we've been teaching people down here how to focus on being mindful and inhaling through the, you know, nasal inhales and stuff like that for years. It really, really is a big difference. Roy, we are located in Northern Kentucky, right across from Cincinnati. Cold weather. Thanks for making videos. It's been motivational. I've been doing heavy swings and presses, but having upper back and neck soreness. What could be the cause? Me too. A lot of it could be stress. If you're doing heavy swings and definitely presses, maybe your traps and scalenes and SCM, you know, they could be getting really, really tight. You could have some, I've always had neck issues from crashes and car crashes and whatnot. Sorry, let me adjust that a little bit. And mountain bike crashes. So I like to go to chiropractor, make sure everything's cool and lined up first. Let's see, what else should we got? Should shoes be worn, avoided when doing kettlebells? Okay. What's up, Connor? It just depends. I mean, I think the more barefoot that we can be, the better sensory perception we have. A couple videos back, I posted some. I'm gonna take my shoe off right now and show you. So a video I posted about proprioception and like feeling the ground. So you don't want giant running shoes, cushy running shoes. You want a shoe more like this. I was training during quarantine outside in the grass a lot. So this is very thin. It's a minimal shoe. Something like this. There's not a lot of cushion. And it's just, here's the inside. You can see there's very little cushion in there. Actually, you probably can't see. Anyway, so wearing shoes are kind of like wearing gloves on your hand. You don't feel much, okay? So obviously I don't want to step on sharp things or rocks or whatever when I'm training, but I do need a little traction if I'm training outside. So I use these insoles. They're super, super thin, and they're not hard at all, but they're called Naboso insoles, and they have that little texture that your foot senses, and I swear they help so much on my foot issues and pain and stuff. because like I said, I've beat myself up pretty good on mountain biking and stuff. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with wearing shoes. Just you want to wear shoes that's not going to deplete your workout. Kettlebell sport, just like Olympic lifting, you need a solid shoe, nothing high. But even like Olympic lifting with kettlebell jerks, maybe push presses and things like that, if you're doing super heavy stuff, you might want let's see, like you might want a hard-soled shoe like a lifter, like Adi Power or something like that, Adidas powerlifting shoe or something like that. That's going to help with your ground transfer, with your power transfer into the ground. But a lot of people deadlift. If you're doing deadlifts and swings like that with heavy stuff, I mean, if I get hot and sweaty, my feet sweat too. I want to make sure I'm not going to slip. So, there's like deadlift socks and things with rubberized bottoms, and those are cool. Yeah, that's what I wear. I wear Merrell. I wear Vivo Barefoot shoes, stuff like that. Zero shoes, but all zero drop shoes. So the heel is the same thickness as the toe, as the ball of the foot. Let's see if there's anything else in there. All right, cool. But again, back to cold weather. You're welcome for making the videos. I'm glad they've motivated you, and others, myself too. It motivates me. But anyway, upper back and neck soreness. It definitely could be from pulling. That's the thing. A lot of times with kettlebells, there's so much pulling. Okay, I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. There's so much pulling down, single, even on cleans. So when you go to press, there's so much shoulder-ish action. I have issues right here in this SC joint right here, my sternoclavicular joint. A lot of people do in the AC joint, the acromion right there, but mine's right here, because like used to do a lot of bodybuilding stuff and just overtrain stuff for building, overreaching, and recuperating. But anyway, let me get back to that. You're welcome for the answer. Can help as much as I can. Try to think any other questions. But yeah, back to that neck. I mean, I think we really want to take care of that neck, even if it's taking a ball, going back here, like against the wall. Let's see if I can move that over here. I'm gonna have to lift this up, huh? All right, so I'm gonna take this ball, go back here, and work in those, all the traps all the way down. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like it's probably related to being tense, because remember, stress is everywhere. Stress is us doing emails, like we react the same way. Neurochemicals, body hormones, like they're flooded up here to react to a stress. And if it's a whole lot of emails or if it's a whole lot of training, those chemicals are still going through our bodies. The same thing, it's telling us to stay tense. Okay, so if we don't get rid of that, magnesium might be a good one that you can get. Roy, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab something. I'm gonna grab something out of my car. All right, I'm back. Hope I don't break it, but here's one of my favorites. So I do a whole lot with Boom, right there. So it's my adjustable 8X club mace. And I also have clubs as well. I don't go crazy heavy. Like, I can put some links down below. But also, I love warming up with my WEC Method RMT clubs. And Joe Nelson clubs and maces are great for throwing and swinging. Absolutely, so good. So good for the shoulder. Transverse plane, rotational, all that stuff. So yeah, I use these guys for warm up. Cool. Yeah, the transverse plane. I mean, kettlebells are great too with people when people get away from just swinging sagittally. I do a lot of rotational snatches and things like that. But yeah, I screwed up my forearm and clubs have helped me recover from that. Heck yeah. Anytime I have an injury, I drop down in weight and I just slowly start working my way back up. Other than that, yeah, like I love this. Oh, this is probably about 25 or 30 pound mace right now that I usually, in between guests at my flotation tank, that I go over there and do a bunch of 360s and 10 to 2s and stuff like that. But this one's super cool. It's adjustable. You can take these guys off. Yeah. Actually, I'm probably gonna leave that off for a while. Set that there. Drop down. Man, oh yeah, Connor, I'm sorry about the kettlebell accreditation. So I'll be certifying, and I can do that. It's just I haven't been able to start the first date yet because a couple things happened in my household, my family. My little pup wasn't doing too well lately, and I got to take care of him. But anyway, I'm gonna start putting the IKFF certifications that I can put up really soon. Promise everybody. So hopefully within the next 2 weeks, I'll set a date for the first one. I'm really happy, really immensely honored that Steve Cotter has put me in that position to help certify people, which is super cool. But yeah, I'll post that out of here. Anyway, like I said, big time when I'm just sitting around, anything like this. You can a tennis ball, a racquetball. I just stay away from golf balls and super hard balls. Yeah, we're doing okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Do I juggle kettlebell often? I do. I love flips and I love lateral flips and things like that. I don't get into I value my fingers too much. So I leave all the juggling and like the crazy stuff to friends. So if you want to watch some crazy heavy juggling, go follow Rhino Strength, Stephen Kuntz out of Chicago. He's my good friend. And you can also go find, there's a dude, oh, what's his name? It's Twisted Steel down in Nashville, and he is incredible at juggling kettlebells. It's just, and then Oksana Nikifor in Russia, I believe. She's awesome. But yeah, I just flip, and I flip heavy, and that's basically what I do. So my Bruce complex is a swing, a flip swing, and a goblet squat with a 32 up to 48 kilogram, and then I use that for up to 10 reps at a time. And search the Bruce complex, and that's basically what I do with juggling kettlebells. And I'll also do some double flips and double snatches and things with 24s, stuff like that. But I don't need to juggle. Let's just put it that way. I let up. I don't need to show off for me. It's not really a thing that I really like. I'd rather mountain bike. I use kettlebells for strength and endurance. I already get plenty of coordination. So yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of juggling. There are people that do it incredibly well, though. Anybody else have some questions? One thing I do, since I do so much kettlebell sport, so jump rope, I used to jump rope a decent amount, but my calves, it's something, like if you look at the videos that I put on our Instagram, is Instagram Swing This Kettlebell. If you look at that stuff, and I've been doing a mass building phase, you can see what happens when I do exercises that pump me up. So I used to run, and my calves, my soleus, enormous for my size. It's tough for me to do a lot of jumping rope because my calves swell up so much. So what I did get is a rolling rope from WEC Method, and I'll show you what that is in just a second. So yeah, basically, so there's a lot of rope work, but you're not jumping it. It's behind the back, around also. So look up WEC Method, and Dave WEC and Savage Protocols, Chris Chamberlain, I think. He loves that stuff. Let's see. Are high pulls comparable to snatches? I don't snatch often because I have trouble locking out. High pulls are fine. You can also do a single, like a people know American swings, like when the kettlebell is straight up. You can do a single arm where you just let the kettlebell go up and then just bring it right back down. That's totally cool. But high pull, very similar. You're just not flipping the weight over. Yeah. So that's cool. Tips on progressing on pistol squats. Thanks for answering a previous question. You're welcome. Yes, you got to get your ankle flexibility good. Your knee is going to go. It will go over your toe, and it's fine. It naturally will, because that's what happens when you walk upstairs. So when someone says that their knee can't go over your toe, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe you shouldn't be doing a lot with 500-600 pounds, but if you're walking up your stairs, you are definitely going to have your knee over your toe. It's going to. But progressing for the pistol, use a really thick band, put it in front of you, and wrap it around your hip. So you're here, and as you lower down into the pistol, here, this is going to be easy. So when you're going to lower down with the band, say the band's out here and it's attached here, when you lower down, it's going to keep you from falling back. It's on there. But Lucifer, here's your pistol. That's one of the easiest progressions, is just to start from a couch, okay? Start with a solid couch and work your way until you don't need to, okay? But It's been a long time since I've done that, so I just don't do them often. I do a lot of Turkish get-ups. I love them. Some of my favorite things. Yeah, absolutely love Turkish get-ups. One of my favorite ones, like I was just talking about at the beginning, is 5 snatches. Let's see. Yeah, 5 snatches into a Turkish get-up. And then I'll just keep going for 20 minutes each side. 5 snatch, Turkish get-up, and then switch. 5 snatch, Turkish get-up. And I keep going back and forth for 20 minutes. Love it. Trying to think anything else. But yeah, I have a whole lot. Like, whoever's watching this, if you have any questions, look at our playlists on the. I do both. Chalk, no chalk. This is a non-chalked hand for a while. Let's see. But I also do a little bit of chalk. Depends on how humid or sweaty I am. The place is, what implement I'm using, and what I'm going for. I'll chalk in competition, but I don't always chalk when I'm training for competition. Liquid chalk, I do use liquid chalk as a base and for quickness. I also have some discount if you want to try VIKN Performance Chalk. You get 10% off. Look under our videos, like the bottom, you can get 10% off. It's KBLOCKER 10 is a code. But if you look under any of our videos, it'll have a bunch of discount links. Also, check out a website I'm affiliated with, is the KettlebellLocker.com. I put a lot of discounts in companies that we trust, companies that we work with. I love minimalist programs as well, because if you're not good at the basics, you're not going to be good at other things. Thanks, cool room. Thank you. This, like I said, this is my stress management business. My flotation. Let me see if I can move this around. Yeah. Ooh, here. This needs to be turned on. Just give me a second. All right, cool. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, our sign lights up. Gotta check this thing out. It's literally like one of the coolest. So there's that proprioceptive mat. It's in the Bosa, and you can see what it's made of. All those little dots and little pyramids. But anyway, check out this. Sign is sick. Some rope moving. Anyway, yeah, we just want to make a super cool, chill space for people to unwind and de-stress. And, you know, we have a lot of people that train hard and they come to float, and also people that don't exercise. And so the float tanks are in there, in each of these rooms over there. Let's shift my spot. Yeah, so yeah, it's too far away. There we go. Some people might recognize this space. It's a place I use to shoot videos a lot, and so there's people that are floating right now. Anyway, people float for mental health, wellness, focus, meditation, all sorts of stuff. I started floating for neck pain and back pain, and that's from just being really, really active my whole life. So let me check some more. I am based in northern Kentucky. I'm right across. Cincinnati is right across that street, really. So the Ohio River is like 5 blocks north. So I'm just over in Kentucky. But let's see, what else? Do I prefer any style of yoga? Okay, so here's the problem with me and yoga is certain parts of my body, my muscle, let's say especially my legs, they're a little too big. So I use a lot of stick mobility. So I can do a lot of different yoga work and mobility work, but my muscle kind of gets in the way of joints moving in certain poses and postures. So I like to, focus on using tools and stretching, like different things across the body. I can do a lot of stuff with these. Once again, we do have discounts if you want to get into stick mobility. It's great. I love it. But I do a lot of breath work. Turkish get up is weighted yoga. Absolutely, dude. Yeah, I mean, this is a 4-foot stick, but you're gonna want, if you want to get into this, you probably want to buy a bundle of 2 6 or 7 footers, and then one of these, because you can possibly make one of these with a lot of the seated work that I do here. Right down there. So you can use this basically as like a support or a prop, something like that. But yeah, if you're interested in, look, I got discount codes that you can use too. HRV, monitoring recovery, every damn day. I love it. And today it told me I shouldn't train, so I didn't. I wish I could show you my screen, because that's what this place is based on. This place, Think Tank Flotation. Kirk, sorry. Look into it. I mean, really, I would definitely look at the package. I'm 5'8", and I have two longer ones and one short one. I just bought the bundle first, and then, like I said, if you want to use my discount code, it's KBLOCKER 10, and make sure that you get your 10%. So if you spend, like, I think it's maybe 160 or 170, I think, for a big bundle, for the bundle of 3. I mean, you're going to save almost $20 or something. At least you'll save your shipping. But check out some of my previous videos. Search for stick mobility, okay? Like I said, I don't recommend anything that doesn't work for me, okay? I'm not going to recommend something just because it's going to make us money. If you're 6'2", I would get the big ones. I think there might be an 8-foot, 7 or 8 foot. And the cool part is, it's just right here. Yeah, check the videos. Like I said, I don't want to give you any recommendation that isn't going to be just right for you, okay? I am trying my new mass kettlebell only training for mass, and that's going to be 7 more weeks, and I'll be done with that. But go to Instagram. My Instagram is instagram.com/swingthiskettlebell, and you can see some of the videos I've been putting up lately. A lot of people just send me a lot of mobility tools, things like that. That's why I love the stick mobility. I love some of the percussive massage stuff, some of the vibrating massage things, and not just for massage, but actually for connection proprioception. So that's cool. Let's see. Any pre-work stretching video, getting more stretching more. I don't stretch. I'm 40. I'm 42, Joe Nelson. Hello. I'm Joe Daniels, by the way. I'm 40 as well. And I don't stretch before I work out, but I do movement and mobility and see where I'm tight. And then after my workout, I might stretch, but on off days is when I do a lot of the stick mobility stuff. I don't consider this a stretch because I have that mobility. I'm gonna do it real slow so you can see that I'm not cheating. I'm externally rotating as I go. Okay, so starting out, watch the shoulders. I'm externally rotating. See? And then up. So there, back and over. So a lot of people think that that's like my stretch, but it's not my stretch. I'm assessing where I may be tight. Okay. But other than that, like I got a Theragun, dude. Yeah, they're great. They're great if people know how to use them. But anyway, I'm gonna have to go because all I had is about 45 minutes. But I appreciate you guys helping. If you need anything, email me at connect@thekettlebelllocker.com and I can help put you in touch with some of the stuff we talked about. Thanks, Kurt. Also, you can email me at danielsfitnesstraining@gmail.com as well. You can send me messages here. I'm glad you like the videos, and talk to everybody later, okay? Have a great day.